The Riddles of Barabbas, Chapter 21, Agape and Phileo. There he is, out in the wilderness. Matthew 24:26. Jesus appears on the shore of Galilee, discusses Peter's duties, and hints at the duties of John. Later, undead Jesus showed at Lake Tiberias. He showed himself to 7 of his own disciples thus. Peter, Simon, Nate, 2 others, and the Zebedee boys had gone out to fish when Peter said, "Come fishers, ahoy." So they got into the boat, but that night they caught nothing. Early in the morning, though, on shore they did see something. Someone on the shore they simply did not recognize, though John goes on to say it's Jesus, though they don't realize. The man on shore asked simply, "Friends, have you found any fish?" And they said, "Not a one. It seems our efforts are amiss." But from the shore, by miracle, or by some trick of optics, the man could plainly see and made a simple diagnostic. Throw your net out of your boat on the side that is right. You will find the fish you seek are coming into sight. For just as lightning comes from east can be seen in the west, he was at a vantage point where he could see the best. So they took advice from this man calling from the shore, and when they did, the net caught too much fish, or even more. Agape, friend of Jabar, said to Peter, "It's the Lord." And Peter left the net behind, dove in, and swam to shore. The others on the boat were still contending with the fish, though fishing was the exercise that had been Peter's wish. When they got to shore, they found a fire burning coals. Fish were fried upon it, giving up their fishy souls. The man on shore said, "Bring some of the fish that you just caught." And Peter did obey him. Onto shore the net was brought. A count of fish was done, and summed 153. And though the fish were large, there in the net no ribs were seen. None of the disciples bothered ask or give correction to the claim Agape, friend, had made of resurrection. When he saw this man from far away out in the boat, and said to Simon Peter, "It's the Lord," and so John wrote. Who are you, they dared not ask. They knew it was the Lord. But how John knows just what's inside their heads is not explored. Next, the man on shore, he shares the fish that he has cooked. Is this the first or third time that they've had a chance to look? But John opens a gap for doubt when no one dares to ask, "Are you Jesus or some guy that helped our fishing task?" The man on shore then asks to Simon Peter after eating, and asks, "Agape, do you love fish, or the man you're meeting?" Peter said, "Yes, Lord, I love you, but more as Phileo. Agape love is blind, my love's based on ideals you show." The man said, "Since you love me under Simon Pete's condition, you should feed my lambs and work for heavenly commission." The man on shore then asked Peter, "Agape, do you love me?" Said Peter, "Lord, blind love I've not, my love for you is seeing." The man then said to Peter, "Since your love for me is Phileo, guide my sheep and keep them on good paths wherever you go." Finally he asked, "So are you sure your love's Phileo?" And Peter said, "You know all things, my love for you's Phileo." And Jesus said, "Then feed my sheep, so long as you can see. You can tell which way is right and how you want to be. But someday you will stretch your hands and follow faith that's blind. Agape is not good when principles are left behind. When you're getting older and you haven't a defense, one you love agape will be leading you past tense, giving you a death that contributes to God's own glory. Follow me and try to seize the meaning of this story." Agape, friend of Jesus, followed, hearing both the two. The one in Jesus' breast when Peter asked, "Who'd betray you?" Reminder of betrayal now, a strange aesthetic whim. And Peter looked and saw and asked him, "Lord, what about him?" And Jesus said, "His work will stay forever as foreboded, until one day that I will come, his work will be decoded." But in atonement's ritual, in order to begin, the man who takes the scapegoat and confesses all to sin cares not for the lost to seek the young or heal the injured, but eats the meat of the choicest sheep for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This whole work is testimony of atonement sins on the head Barabbas, son of father, Jesus twin. The scapegoat did all evils ever done by nation Israel. This John must confess by Aaron's rule for goat's betrayal.